Hello everyone. Today the world is standing on the brink of another major war. The decades-long shadow war between Israel and Iran has finally turned into a direct conflict. This isn't just a fight between two nations. It involves global power politics. The rivalry between Israel and Iran is not new. It has a history of over 45 years. After the 1979 Islamic Revolution, Iran declared Israel its sworn enemy. Since then, Israel has viewed Iran as the biggest threat to its very existence. The current massive escalation was triggered by events in February 2026. A joint operation by Israel and the U.S. launched a massive air strike on Iranian soil. The primary reason for this strike was Iran's controversial nuclear program. Israel alleged that Iran was on the verge of developing nuclear weapons. A nuclear-armed Iran is seen as an existential threat by the Israeli leadership. During these strikes, several key Iranian nuclear facilities were reportedly destroyed. Most shockingly, reports emerged regarding the death of Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. This event sent shockwaves throughout the entire Islamic world. Iran did not remain silent and launched a massive retaliatory strike. Thousands of missiles were fired toward Israeli cities, like Tel Aviv and Haifa. Even Israel's famous Iron Dome defense system struggled to intercept every missile. The second major cause of this war is the long-standing proxy war. For years, Iran supported groups like Hamas and Hezbollah to fight Israel. Hezbollah has been launching constant attacks on Israel from Lebanon. Israel finally decided to eliminate the roots of these militant groups. The third factor is the shifting foreign policy of the United States. The U.S. has openly backed Israel to push for regime change in Iran. Removing the current Islamic establishment in Tehran is a strategic goal for Israel. Consequently, Iran is now fighting for its very survival as a sovereign state. This war is no longer confined to just these two countries. Neighboring Arab nations like Saudi Arabia and the UAE are feeling the heat. Iran has targeted U.S. military bases within these Arab countries. This has turned the entire Middle East into a massive battlefield. Globally, this war has dealt a heavy blow to the oil market. Iran has threatened to block the Strait of Hormuz, the world's most vital oil route. Nearly 20% of the world's global oil supply passes through this narrow strait. As a result, petrol and diesel prices are skyrocketing worldwide. For countries like India, this has created a severe economic challenge. As the war intensifies, global powers like Russia and China are leaning toward Iran. On the other side, European nations are voicing strong support for Israel. Many fear that this could be the beginning of World War III. Despite calls for peace from the United Nations, the fighting continues. Israeli PM Benjamin Netanyahu shows no signs of slowing down the military campaign. Iran is utilizing its full military capability, including its elite revolutionary guard. Cyber warfare has become a major part of this modern conflict. Both nations have hacked into each other's power networks and internet. This has caused massive disruptions to the daily lives of ordinary citizens. The skies over the Middle East are filled with the roar of fighter jets. Thousands of innocent people are losing their lives in the missile Millions are being displaced. Millions are losing their homes and livelihoods. Iran's IRGC is directly challenging the presence of the U.S. Navy. Israel is using advanced F-35 stealth jets to strike deep inside Iranian territory. There are now fears of radiation due to strikes on nuclear sites. This conflict is a complex mix of religious and political interests. Israel fights for its Jewish identity, while Iran fights for Islamic leadership. Powerful nations are exploiting this war for their own geopolitical gains. For weapon manufacturing, this war war is a massive business opportunity. But for the common man, it is a tragedy of epic proportions. India is trying to maintain a neutral stance in this difficult situation. However, millions of Indians work in Middle Eastern countries. Their safety is now a top priority for the Indian government. If the war continues, oil imports to India could be completely cut off. This would lead to a drastic increase in the cost of essential goods. Global trade is suffering. Shipping routes are becoming
Raw
unsafe.
materials for the tech industry
are facing
the rising cost
shortage.
of semiconductor chips
The rising cost
is
of
making
semiconductor chips is making electronics more
Israel's
expensive.
cutting-edge surveillance
are being tested in real time.
Iran's low-cost suicide drones are proving to be a major
These
nuisance
drones
for
are
Israel.
cheap but capable of causing significant infrastructure damage. Any attack on undersea internet cables could plunge the world into digital darkness. Stock markets across the globe are crashing due to the uncertainty. Investors are rushing to buy gold as a safe haven asset. Gold prices have reached an all-time high. Human rights organizations have expressed great concern. The world is condemning attacks on hospitals and civilian shelters. For leaders blinded by power, human lives seem to be a secondary concern. Both Iran and Israel need to abandon their egos for talks and come to the table for talks. Several nations are trying to mediate. But success remains elusive. The people of the world hope this conflict doesn't lead to planetary destruction. That war has never brought lasting peace. The Israel-Iran war we see today is a loud wake-up call for humanity. If you found this information helpful, please share it with your friends. What is your opinion on this war? Let us know in the comments. For more such informative videos, subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to subscribe.